today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be doing a review on the Colourpop Kaepop collaboration, and this is the quad eyeshadows and the liquid lipsticks. This is by a beautiful lady called Karuche. I'm really sorry if I've completely destroyed your name. I'm awful with names, awful. I'm really sorry, but I know that she has done a new collaboration with Colourpop called Femme Rosa, which is the entire bundle, where she's created, I think it's like a blush highlighter palette, an eyeshadow palette with 12 shades, and also a new collection of liquid lipsticks. This is her first collection, which is obviously Kaepop, so I thought I would review this before I review Femme Rosa, which I actually purchased. So when that comes in the post, I will also be doing a review on that, so I thought I'd get this one out the way. If you haven't watched my Colourpop unboxing haul video, I'll link that above for you. But these are just some of the things that I purchased from Colourpop the first time round, and I just haven't had a chance to review them, so I thought I would do that now. So first of all, I'll start off with the eyeshadows, and then I'm actually going to do a try-on review of the liquid lipsticks, just so you guys can see what they look like on, and then I'll give you my overall opinion of them as well. So obviously it's a quad. There's 4 shades. There's 1 satin shade, 3 matte shades, and they're called Sunset Boulevard, Wilshire, Crenshaw and Beverly. And the quad looks like that. You get 4 individual shades. So I've actually got 3 out of 4 on my eyelids today, and because I just wanted to try them on and give you an idea of what they look like, although my lighting's not that great so you can't really see. If I kind of like put my face close in, not that you want to see my face this close, but this is what the look I kind of create today. I've got Beverly underneath my eyelids, and then I've kind of got Crenshaw and Sunset Boulevard on my top lid. I didn't use Wilshire because Wilshire and Sunset Boulevard are very similar, but let me just show you. I'll swatch them and then I'll give you my opinion. So this is the shade Wilshire. This is a matte shade. Which looks like that. You can't really see it too well on my skin tone because it's very similar to my skin tone. This would be my transition shade because it's so alike to what my skin tone is, but I think on someone who's paler than me or darker than me, it would look so beautiful on your skin. Then we have the shade Crenshaw, which is this buttery chocolate colour, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I really like brown shades. I mean, look how pigmented that is. That is absolutely incredible. It's such a nice shade. And then we've got Beverly, which is this gorgeous purpley shade, and this is meant to be a matte shade as well. Looks like that, and on my skin tone it looks quite I say brick ready, but it's actually a purple. I don't know whether it's the lighting, but for me that doesn't look that purple on my camera, but you may see differently. And finally there's satin shade, which is Sunset Boulevard, which is this gorgeous goldy colour. Which looks like that right there. Also very difficult to see on my camera, so I apologise, but it's a really nice goldy intense shimmery shade. It's a very nice colour. I really like all of those shades, which is one of the reasons I purchased this in the first place, because when I saw them online I thought all of these shades are a bit of me. Like, I really would use every single one of these shades. So when I was actually trying them on and kind of using makeup brushes, not just, you know, finger swatches, which are always very different to brush swatches, I found them very difficult to blend together. If you use them or 4 of them together, it just doesn't work, or just on me it just didn't work at all. It come on very clumpy. Although the shades were very nice looking, it just they didn't mesh well together. And using a blending brush, because of how soft and creamy the eyeshadows are, it just didn't pick up enough pigment. It just didn't pick up the product very well. If I used a harder brush, it kind of went on my eyelid a lot better. Obviously I've got Beverly underneath my eye. It's a brush like this, which is just a short brush just to go underneath my eye, and when I did that it actually worked a dream. But when I tried to use a softer brush, it just didn't work too well. So one thing I would recommend if you do purchase these shades is use a harder brush, and I wouldn't necessarily blend them all together. I'd use probably different shades and blend them in with a completely different brand altogether. For me, I do really like them. They are very creamy, highly pigmented, as you can see, but I find them, when you use your finger to apply, which I actually did on my top lid, it goes on really easy. And I used obviously Sunset Boulevard and Crenshaw on my kind of top lid with my finger, and it went on so well, and they even mix in well together, but I just wouldn't use them with a brush together. It just doesn't work. They are very soft, very kind of smooth feeling. You do get a little bit of fallout when you kind of want to rub in to get in more pigment onto your brush, so that's not necessarily a great thing, but overall for the price I think they are very good. And for me, because I'm not a makeup artist and I don't use a lot of products, I would probably wear 1 or 2 of these eyeshadows at the same time together anyway, so it's not necessarily a problem for me. But if you are a makeup artist or you're very good at doing different makeup looks, maybe you'd be able to work them better than I do, but I do think that these probably aren't necessarily what you're looking for. I don't know, I don't think you'll be able to create the looks that you'd really want to. If you kind of purchase one of them and then mix them in with a completely different eyeshadow palette, and kind of you could get a really good look out of it, but I just think together you wouldn't be able to. Well, you probably would, but I don't necessarily think that it would be worth your time, unfortunately. But you know, that's my opinion. Obviously if you can do wonders with these eyeshadows, then you know what, good on you. But that's just my opinion. They are good, they're not great. I would use them individually, not together. Yeah, that's my review on those. Now onto the liquid lipsticks. So there's 3 in this liquid lipstick set. They're called Saigon, Roach and Chi. I'm going to start off with the lightest first and go to darker, because obviously I know how pigmented these are. So I'll go through them and I'll just let you know my thoughts on the shades and how they feel, etc. So I've already gone in with my Lush Bubblegum lip scrub to get rid of all the dead skin, because I know these shades can be quite drying. That's just an opinion I'd give you already. So I've already gone in with that to get rid of any dead skin, and also I've whacked a load of lip balm on. So I'll just try them on. So this is the shade Chi, which is kind of like a nudie colour. It's like a beigey nudie colour. I don't know how well this is going to look on my lips, just because I am a beigey nudie colour, so it might just look like I've got foundation all over my lips. So this is Chi on me. That isn't what the name is called. This is Chi, obviously, on my lips. No, this isn't the right shade for me. Obviously, because it's very similar to my skin tone, it just looks like I've got a load of foundation on my lips. So I'll show you. I'll zoom in. So this is what it looks like. No, not the colour for me, but I can imagine on a darker complexion or a lighter complexion, it may look very, very nice, but nah, it's not working for me. No, not working for me at all. I have to say, it's actually very easy to remove. That one was anyway. So the next shade I'm using is Saigon, and it's this beautiful red colour. I've actually already tried this, so I already know my thoughts on this shade, but I thought I'd just try it on camera for you guys as well, just so you can see. So this is the shade Saigon. So I absolutely love the shade. This is kind of my favourite red shade right now. It reminds me of Taylor Swift because of, you know, that girl always wears a red lipstick. It's so beautiful on, and it really, really, really suits my skin tone. I can't even tell you how happy I am when I actually tried this shade on for the first time, because it looks bomb. Like, it's so good, and it's so nice on. It dries really, really quickly, so it's kind of, it's kissable. It's kiss proof, girl, kiss proof. So I like it, love it, love it. So there's that one. Boy, this one is a bitch to get off. And finally is Roach, which is this really dark reddy brownie shade. So this is Roach, and it comes up a lot darker than what I actually anticipated it to come up as. It looks more reddy in the tube, and when it comes on, it goes on like a really deep, intense burgundy brown. I'll try and zoom in. So this is what it looks like, and I do really like the colour. I think it looks really, really nice. It's very autumn winter rather than summer, so yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's a really nice shade, and I think with really simple makeup it kind of really intensifies the lipstick. Yeah, I really do like that. So overall, I think the liquid lipsticks are very good. They're very easy to apply. They dry really quickly. They don't look patchy in any place, so when you're applying, they don't go on patchy, where a lot of kind of really intense, deep liquid lipsticks, they can go on quite patchy, which I'm surprised that these don't. It's really impressed me, to be honest. My favourite is obviously the shade Saigon. That is kind of like the red of my dreams. I love it. The Roach is a really beautiful shade. I do like it. Chi, not for me, although I think it would look beautiful on someone else. Overall, I think they'll be quite drying, but I know that they are long lasting. So when I went on holiday, I took Saigon, and it lasted me about 6 or 7 hours before I needed to reapply. I would say that they are a nightmare to get off your lips. It took me quite a while to get Saigon off my lip, and it goes into all the creases of your lips as well. So for the next like day or so, you'll kind of still have a little bit of Saigon left on your lips, which is not great. Also, when they start to fade away, they become quite bitty, so it goes onto your teeth a little bit. I did notice that when I was wearing Saigon. I do really like them. I think they're very good for the money. I didn't like obviously Chi because it didn't suit me, but I think I would give them probably a 7 out of 10 in regards to liquid lipsticks, because I think they are very good, and I do really like the shades, and I like how long lasting they are. If you're not really into really dry liquid lipsticks, these aren't for you, because these are ultra matte. They're meant to dry really quickly, and they're meant to look matte, not shiny and kind of moisturized. That is not the look that these give. So yeah, as long as you keep that in mind, you can't go wrong really. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.